And we might wiggle our legs out a little bit, swallow once, circle the jaw around. Welcome if you're just getting in. Also, welcome to YouTubers who, many of whom come in and they live stream the class, or maybe you're watching it recorded. However you get here, the main thing is that you're here. Currently being stalked by my cat. He's a big fan of Sunday yoga. Anyway, just a commitment to relaxation, ease, taking a load off, and letting go of cares, worries, duties, obligations, and all the details associated with being a human. Nice deep breath together. That's always a great strategy. No rush. We're not in a hurry to get to the good stuff. Let your eyes roll back, relax your brain. We've all been thinking too much about too many things. The world is far too complicated and it doesn't seem figure outable. So let's not even try for a few minutes. Welcome if you're just cruising into class, Zoom or YouTube or however you're getting here. Looney, my cat, says hello. We're here to bring you peace, love, and understanding together. Now, we might consider moving our breathing down to our belly button, make a little meditation out of the rise and fall of our belly button. Relax, easy does it. Nothing to do, nothing to prove, nowhere to go, nothing to push, nothing to promote, just being itself. Very nice turnout of friends. You're in good company. We have people from all over the world. I'm getting messages from people in the state of Maine talking about how they're enjoying being part of our tribe. There's a great power in gathering with others of like mind toward producing peace, tolerance, love. Okay, then it's a Sunday ritual, and the Sunday ritual is feel whatever you're feeling right now. I know it sounds unusual or alien or simple, but feel what it feels like to be you right here, right now. And of course, that associates with our breath. Breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. Good job. Okay, now feeling your whole life so far, just take the biggest inhale of which you are currently capable. Big inhale. Exhale, release it all out. We call that draining the brain, emptying the vessel, creating some space on the inside. And when we empty out, then we can fill back up with what we like. So Greg suggests wiggling your fingers and toes and circulating feel good around yourself. Qualities like love, wisdom, healing, joy, anticipation, gratitude. All right, and then take your arms up to the ceiling and lace your hands, stretch your arms back up over your head and writhe around on the floor a little bit. Get all stretchy and relaxed. Find that first thing in the morning stretchy feeling. Careful if you wiggle your toes. If you have a monster mountain kitten, Puma, who's ready to make you bleed. Good, then we'll bring our knees in and just gently roll our knees around to create a little movement. And the other way. And then the kids will commence to sit up together. Hey, it's great to see my Zoom friends and YouTubers streaming in literally from all over the world. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you're watching on YouTube. It is my expressed mission in this lifetime, the rest of this one, before I get to the next one, to carry the deepest message of yoga, which is connection, alignment, which brings peace and positive joy. So that's what I'm about. And on Sunday, in this particular class, whether you're watching it live on Sunday, here comes Looney the Puma. By the way, most people come to the class to see the beast. Anyway, in this class, we practice yin, which is slower, more patient movements. We do some joint juice. We do some meditation. We chant a little bit. But within an hour, what happens is an experience. And the experience is of connection and healing. Yep, that pretty much covers it. So, how about close your eyes for a moment? Are you one of those people who can sit with their eyes closed for a minute or two and just allow the inner world to be examined, to be felt, to be breathed? There are a lot of people who actually cannot do that. It takes more discipline than you think to simply close the eyes and be on the inside of ourselves and breathe and relax. There's so many other things we could be doing. There's laundry, there's Christmas shopping. There are emails, there's texting, there's the news. Got to stay up to date on the news with the latest calamity and catastrophe. But maybe not. Maybe we can withdraw away from that for a few moments. The breath goes in, obviously, and the breath generally goes back out again. Okay, now we're going to chant one of our world famous ohms, and no matter if you're a Zoomer or in Antarctica, join in. Inhale. Now we'll bring the hands into the heart momentarily to set an intention. Again, the eyes can be closed. And this is for all of us, wherever you are on the big four square box, whether you're an atheist, an agnostic, spiritual, or religious, wherever you are, all of us can go inside and aim our intention toward what's most important. Good. Now, I do have to report on the condition of my cat today. Looney is spooked. Sometimes cats get spooked, and he's been slinking around and running around, and I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of getting me a little edgy because what does he see that I don't? Are there ghosts? I don't know what's going on, but I better calm down and relax by doing my shoulders. So off we go with some movement together. We've done this movement 1,000 times. What's going on, Looney? Everything's going to be okay, big guy. When cats get into that mode, they're just going to do what they do. Kind of like us humans, we get spooked and we're terrified of things that aren't even there. Other way, shoulders, forward, up, over, and around. 1, 2, 3. I like to polish my knees at the same time. Everything is always working out for us. We are calm and peaceful souls. And we're just practicing some presence together. 8. Good job. Now here's a movement, if you're new, you may have never done before. It's interesting. You lace your hands, you go thumbs up, and I'm smoothing my thumbs down my sternocleidomastoids, which are the big, thick muscles on the side of my neck. Yeah, my cat is fully freaked out right now. Dude, what's going on, bro? I guess cats see things from other dimensions that are probably best left unseen by humans. 6, 7. I like this when it smooths out and opens up my throat. Then I take our thumbs underneath the corner of our jaws. Our face relaxes down into our hands. And we massage underneath our jawbone. What do I mean? I mean, take your thumbs and drill in a circle underneath your jawbone. It's a very tight place in most people, but it opens up and creates a cascade of release through jaw, mouth, throat, tongue. Good. Good job, you guys. Don't you feel better? Aren't you glad you came already? I like where this is going. Now rub your eyes. That's not a yoga movement, but sometimes it feels good. Eyes are a little scratchy in the morning, or maybe it's not the morning. Anyway, let's drop our chin and take our head around 6 times. These movements are very consistent. They're very ritual. They're very consistent. They're very dependable. Humans have been doing this for as long as there have been humans. 4, It just the main thing is that you do it. You can't think about doing it. You have to do it. Other way. One. I did write a best-selling yoga book back in the 90s. It was called Thinking About Doing Yoga, and it was a whole book about thinking about it, contemplating it, assessing it, evaluating it, imagining it. Then my next bestseller is doing it. Eight or six, sorry. All right, let's chant another Om together. I really like the first one. By the way, when I Om, I do try to extend the duration of the Om. It's not a competition. I know yogis who can exhale for 3 minutes. So just do what you can do. There's a reason. Inhale. Close your eyes, feel that. Feel a warm, pleasurable elixir of well-being spreading from head to toes. If that doesn't make any sense to you, it will. Not everything makes sense the first time you hear it. You can tell this is a different kind of class. There haven't been any backflips or triangles or sideways dogs or anything yet. It's a yin, peaceful meditation experience. And what we're looking for is to get out of our small mind to our larger one. Okay, now I admit that this is one of my favorite movements, to take my head over to the right, drop my chin. See my left shoulder, see how it's all pinched and bound up? Relax, relax, relax. Drop your chin down a little bit. Apply a steady, even weight to the tilting of the head to the right. And then we're going to do something very rare. We're going to be patient. We're not going to swerve through traffic to get to the next move. Some classes are like that. You go swerving through traffic. I have to get to the next better move. Get out of my way. Honk, honk, honk. Have you ever passed on the freeway by somebody swerving through on their way to their imminent demise? Oh, I hear the rain falling. Yay, that's a peaceful, calming sound. Peter Townsend of The Who wrote a song called Only Love Can Make It Rain. I would agree. Every pose is a prayer. Good, and we'll bring our head back up. Oop. And we'll tilt the situation left. Drop your chin, close your eyes, soften your mouth. Boy, do we tend to clench our jaws and grind. A high percentage of modern humans grind their teeth during the night and don't even know it. Tension builds up, and it's good to release it, isn't it? Isn't it nice to release bound up tension? Let go of cares and worries. If you could have solved them by now, you would have. Maybe by relaxing, the solution comes and the problem dissolves back into its native nothingness. Good. And we'll click the control center back up and just a regular old yoga inhale. Now we're going to do a very famous movement called poofs. Arm out. Now arms behind your back, up your back, behind your neck, and then pretty much poof. What does this do? It feels good. It polishes your chakras on your back, opens up your shoulders, tickles my armpits. And at the top, I love poofing with my friends, especially simultaneous poofing. Up your back. Any poofing is good, but simultaneous poofing. Poof. Where's my cat? I think he's hiding. I don't know what he sees, man. I just don't know. Poof. Leave a comment in the YouTube comment section about your cat and what your experience of yoga is with your cat. Up your back, behind your neck. Poof. Okay, now these are called, I don't know why these are called Sheryl Crows. I just don't quit asking so many questions. Let's just enjoy this, shall we? Maybe the purpose of life is joy, delight, even though on the appearance it doesn't seem that. Life is obviously difficult. There are very challenging moments. Life is seemingly filled with suffering. The first noble truth of Buddha says life is suffering, but maybe it is for a while, and then we learn to overcome it, transmute it, turn it into joy. I don't hold that life is suffering forever. I am a proponent that suffering teaches us sooner or later to get in alignment. My arms, they're so tired. So how about go on Amazon, and I think they have 1 minute delivery now of yoga blocks. You can have yoga blocks before you're done ordering them. Make a stack. This pose chokes me up. Make a stack such that your head, make a sub stack in front of you. And I don't know, maybe you're watching from Kansas and you've never done yoga before and you're just insanely tight. You could make a big old block in front of your head, but you're probably not that tight. Maybe you are, but if you are, you found the right teacher. And just lean forward and rest your head on the pedestal. I call it a pedestal. I had to waddle my buns back a little bit, which in and of itself was pleasurable, but then I create a nice balance between my head and my booty buns, and then my arms go somewhere. And then for about a minute, you do what we do in New Jersey yoga. You forget about it. You just forget about it. I like to roll my pizza dough forehead out a little bit sometimes. I think I spent the first 50 years of my life, worrying too much, couldn't help it, familial kind of anxiety habit. And for a few years now, I've been calming down, learning to trust. Everything is always working out. I'm an eternal spiritual being. No rush, learning a couple lessons, having some fun, sharing some love, making some mistakes, getting better. Okay, let's hold perfectly still for 30 seconds. If you're more flexible, or of course you can go lower, but this is not the Who's Most Flexible class. That's Saturday. Stop thinking. I think you should stop thinking. Now, on your next naturally occurring inhalation, please to come up together. I like where this is going. By the way, my world famous mantras. They're all available. You can adopt them yourself if you hear one that you like. I'm a calm and peaceful soul. Things are always working out for me. I like where this is going. They are open source mantras. You can use them. Now, just bottoms up, kid. I got a new belt buckle and I'm going to express it up to the ceiling so that I'm squealing. I'm going to stretch my chest up through my shoulders. I'm going to relax my head back like a movie star. I would have made a great movie star except for a few limiting features. Good. Come on down. All right. We're all movie stars starring in our own movie. Good. Now let's switch the cross of our legs. See, we're progressing toward this moment. Lean into your paws. See how if you turn your elbows so the creases of your elbows are upward, your elbows can kind of bend down toward the floor. Drop your chin, close your eyes. And I would suggest and ask that you begin to feel unusually content and happy for no reason. A lot of times something's going to happen or arrangement's going to, or I'm going to get something or something's going to go away or then I'll finally be happy. But how about be happy first and let that unfold your life rather than if I get everything arranged just right, I get all the deck chairs on the Titanic in the Titanic or the Titanic in the right order, then I'll be happy. How about be happy first? I know it's weird. If you're not a little weird, you're probably not in my class. And if you're a lot weird, you definitely belong in my class because you're in my class. I like the weird, the unusual, the awkward, the fringe people. The unconventional, the unorthodox, the disenfranchised, the people who feel separate as though they got deposited on this planet by mistake. You found your tribe. Good kitties. Oh, my hands. Oh. So let's signal a right turn with some corkscrews. Corkscrew. These are the only corkscrews that I use anymore. Haven't been doing a lot of the wine for a few years now, but this is a good corkscrew. So go corkscrew yourself with your shoulder. Ah, good. Now all the in you got behind your back, like they're putting handcuffs on you. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Push my hand up here. Then I'm gonna put the other hand on my elbow. Gonna drop my chin. I'm gonna bend my wrist. Gonna stimulate my lymphatic in my armpit. It squeezes my right boob, which is good. Relax my jaw. And if I start inadvertently drooling, I consider that a compliment. I'm loving the sound of the rain. I'm loving the sound of the inside of my head. There goes my freaked out cat. What's up, guy? Thank God I'm here to reassure him. Okay, we fixed that. Get it out of there. Put it back down. I swear this is going somewhere. Is this going anywhere? Yeah, it is. You know where we're going to get? Right here, right now, where there's an almost unlimited amount of bliss, love, and joy for those who will receive the signal. Now, all the in you got, cram it. This is cramma. You've heard of the yoga principle of krama. Bring it ups in there. Maybe you can't reach your elbow. That's okay. You just go like this. Otherwise, grab your elbow, pull it into your side, drop your chin. Let's make ujjayi breathing, soft, whispery seashell sound at the back of our throaty throats. It's curious, when we don't fight against time and we are patient, then time actually goes away. Time is an artificial construct of the human mind. Physicists look at any modern cosmology, time and space aren't real in the sense of it being essential to it's a construct. So escape from time and space, get free. And then when you return to time and space, it's fun to play there. Good. All right. Take hand out of pit. And after we do the hands and the feet, then I promise some groovy, movie, sumptuous, delicious, possibly ecstatic yin restorative movements. Other way. That sounds good, don't it? I said, don't it? Oh, I like these octopuses in front of my face. Good. Shake away. Shake it off, kids. Shake it off. Everything is contrary to appearances. There's something keeping the earth going around the sun, seeds turning into flowers, embryos turning into babies. Everything is working out. Good. Wave hello to your exceedingly bright future. A little faster, just for me. Cup your hands at your heart, and we'll feel connected, reverent, grateful, holy, and sacred. Yoga, bliss, is the calming of the fluctuation, the movement of our minds. When our minds calm down, bliss naturally appears. Okay, now just a little feet, shall we? I definitely have a foot fetish. Right ankle over your left knee. Fold your left shin under if you can. And just crank a doodle dandy on your foot. To me, these very subtle movements, when I first started to do them a long time ago, they seem kind of boring and banal, trite and meaningless. Other way. Hi, guy, what's going on? But now there's a deep, subtle pleasure in these simple movements. It used to take a sledgehammer of sensation to get my attention. Ouch. But now these subtle, peaceful movements there's a particular joy to them. Do your toes crack? 1, 2. Oh, I got a crack today. Oh, another one. Nope. 2 out of 5. Now, just take your left thumb and just kind of massage the middle center bottom of your right foot. Kitty, 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 hello. I love you. It's going to be okay. He goes, I'm on alert. Something's up, he says. Maybe a coyote wandered down Pleasant Hill Road. There are pictures of that. Coyotes just cruising down the street. So that's not good. All right. Right leg out, left ankle over the top. When you're on Nextdoor, that wildly miserable, popular app, it's like, oh, I saw a coyote at the corner of Oak Grove and Putnam. 1, 2, 3. You know, coyotes have the same app. They have the coyote version of what's a neighborhood app, and they say, I saw a human. The most dangerous animal of all. Other way, 1, 2. Just the pleasure of moving our bodies around. Maybe our whole bodies are erogenous zones. If we just actually extended our nervous system and paid attention to all of it, it would be good. 8. Good. Now take your right thumb into the middle center bottom of your lefty foot and just go exploring. Now I can take my thumb much more deeply into my foot than when I first started. My foot was kind of like a piece of concrete, and now it's more like what's it more like? Something softer. Good. Hold steady pressure. Close your eyes. Breathe. Be here now. Take all the religious scriptures and all of human history and all their weird stories and sheep and cows and unicorns and distill it down to 3 words. Practice the presence. Good. All right. Let's feel good together, shall we? Now that's a that's a provocative statement. What's he gonna do? Well, what he's gonna do is he's gonna grab a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you could have one delivered in 1 minute on Amazon. There goes my cat. He's walking really low to the ground. What? If you know what to do with my cat, please give me a comment, would you, or a chat? Okay, so here's the bolster out in front. Now, bolsters are people too, and sometimes a bolster needs a good massage. Don't you wish you had somebody that would just lay you on a table and kind of rub your back a little bit and maybe massage your neck a little bit? You can, Greg, you need a spouse. No, I don't. Happy here. So your bolster's out in front and spin your knees to the left. Pull the bolster into the side of your hip. Give it a pat, pat, butter pat. Take your knees and ankles around behind you. Here comes Greg's favorite restorative twist. Time for the mushy, good feeling stuff. Now put both hands on the bolster. Push back. I'm looking behind me. There are my knees and my ankles behind me. I'm turning my t-shirt toward you. And then I'm going to take my bolster over to 1 o'clock. Now see how we're turning our chest and our belly down. And then it's a slow motion ski movie where you've crossed your tips. And in slow motion, you're heading for a face plant. I've taken some epic ski falls before, and you decide to fall onto your right ear. And you relax. Your cat probably sniffs your nose and wonders what's up. But cats like it when their humans do yoga. Let's do this for 2 minutes and twist and relax and love, peace. As Elvis Costello said in the 70s, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Less talking, more yoga. Let your breathing slow down. Let your thinking subside. Let your heart open. Now, this is just my own personal thing. When I've relaxed for about a minute, oftentimes I open up, and so I just come up and take my bolster a little more to the right. I turn my belly button more down. This is fully optional, but I feel twistier and bendier. So I'm gonna come up and maybe I'm gonna lay on my left ear because I want to twist out and squeeze out extra painful patterns of perception. I want to get them out of me once and for all. Now, I'm going to travel to each one of your houses all around the world, and I'm going to come over to your house. I'm going to put my hands on your shoulder blades, and I'm going to smush you down into the cushion. Relax, give yourself some time. Easy does it. Okay, now, if you were silly and you did go to your left ear, go back over to your right ear. Okay. If you're on your right ear, you're already there. Biggest inhale you got. Biggest exhale, let go of all the anxiety, cares, and worries. Get a factory reset. Good. Let's pull our hands into the side of our chests and let's come out of that pretty slow, huh? It would seem silly to come bouncing out of that. All right, then I unfurl my legs from behind me. I spin them back around in front. I square myself up in classical seated position. I get my bolster back in the right place. Move the cat toy out of the way. Good, now I'm going to turn my knees over to the right. I've slid my body 90 degrees to the right. Slide my left hip into the bolster, left hand on the bolster to support so that I can fold my knees and ankles around behind me into mermaid pose. So all the mermaids that I've known, and I've known a few, they like to cross their ankles behind them, makes them look like a mermaid. Then push into the bolster and lean back to stretch your side muscles. Turn your chest more to the left. Put your left hand over here. Now let's take our bolster over to 11 o'clock. Now I'm going to put my thumb all into my belly button and push all the way through. So my thumb goes all the way through me, which I had to do in my yoga class. I'm going to turn my belly much to the left. Good. Now come down like a super slow motion scene in a movie. And at the last second, Greg recommends left ear. Okay. Now, if you're tight as a boiled owl, your elbows, you're kind of staying in your hands, but spread your elbows open. And now just be a bag of bones or a sack of clams. Settle in. I'm going to come over to your house and put 25 sandbags all over your body, and you're going to say something technical like, oh, you're going to make happy noises. Sometimes in casual conversation, I meet new people and they say, what do you do for a living? And I say, I make people make happy noises. And people will say, are you hiring? Yes. Now, fully optional, if you consider yourself to be bendier than the average bear, you could come up and take your bolster a little more over to the left, more over, and maybe you want to go to your right ear, but I'm leaving that up to my millions of followers all over the world. Kind of have to get your hair out of the way, and then you smash your right side of your face down, but that's optional. Oh man, I like where this one's going. Good. Now, if you were silly and went on to your right ear, go back to your left ear. If you're already on your left ear, you're already on your left ear, right? Now, biggest inhale of your whole life so far. Biggest exhale. Just bag of bones, sack of clams. Hey, cat. Hey, guy. It's okay. What's going on? Okay, let's pull our hands into our chests and come up. Oh, oof. Ooh, I feel like $100 on sale today. Good job, you guys. Let's reconvene. Let's rendezvous, reconnoiter, all the re words, restore, regenerate. We're not done. We're like into the 15 minutes of upcoming ecstasy. Don't leave now. That's all I got to say. You don't want to miss the fireworks, do you? Okay, big inhale for an ohm. Would you ohm with me, please? Okay, whopping big inhale. Open our hearts. Oh. sound like the Salvation Army lady, don't I? Trying to calm my cat down, you guys. Now, have you heard of Yoga Nidra? Nidra, Yoga Nidra. It means the yoga of sleep. I bet I have your attention now. You had me at sleep. So we're going to do a Yoga Nidra pose for about 5 minutes, and I think you're really, really, really going to like it, whether you're in Northern California or in South America, or maybe you're in India, or maybe you're in Tasmania, maybe you're in Polynesia, maybe you're in Amnesia. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to do Yoga Nidra. So for that one, I like to take a blanket and just fold it up so it's kind of lengthwise. How do you do that? Well, you take a yoga blanket and you unfold it and you refold it so it's shaped like that. I mean, do I need to tell you how to fold blankets? Probably not. Remedial at best. Then I do another one. So now I've just got this, I don't know, what's that? 3 inches, 4 inches of height. There it is in front of me. Now I do have some OCD, some Orange County disorder, and I like to smooth it out. Then I take my inner child, and I put it over here on my right side. Now, if you haven't done this with me before, you should probably watch for this will only take 20 seconds, and then you'll be in the pose, and it'll be about your enjoyment. So this is my left ear. This is my left rear. I'm gonna lay on my left ear. Bonk. I'm gonna extend my left leg out underneath me. I'm gonna pull my teddy bear into my side. I'm gonna bring my right knee over the top. I'm gonna pull the blankets out in front of my snoot. My ear is still supported. Now my under elbow is my left elbow. My right elbow goes in front of my snout. And oh my God, this is about as happy as you can get and still be legal. Okay? So why don't you get in it with me? And now I'll just describe it. Your right knee curls over your bolster, your left leg is straight, your right elbow's out in front of your snout, and you kind of melt over the top. I like to twist my hip down into my bolster. In other words, pull my under hip back and get my top hip to kind of vice grip over my bolster. And 5 minutes, Yoga Nidra, get some happy on with me, would you? If what I've built doesn't really make any sense, lay on your side and curl up and feel really good, and that's fine. And I'm going to make the dulcet tones of the Salvation Army person, which gets you into the Christmas spirit. Okay. Okay, the pose starts now. Drop in deep. I'll see you in La La Land. You can fall asleep if you want. I'll wake you up. It'd be totally okay to drift away. Two more minutes. Drop in deep. It's good for you. 5 minutes of deep yoga nidra can make up for weeks of bad sleep. Okay, come back to your breathing. Wake up a little bit if you need to. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra super feel good through yourself. Ecstasy if you want. And let's take our time getting out of this predicament as we move into the Om stretch of the class today, feeling better and betterer by the moment. Do you guys see my cat over here? He's doing cutie pie, mild-mannered cat. The paws are tucked out in front in this shape. This is usually like I'm a very good cat and I deserve a meal, another meal, the 16th of the day so far. What's going on, big boy? I love you. I love you. Are you feeling better and calming down? Nothing like some yoga cat nidra when you're kind of spooked. Yeah. I love you. I love you. We have a love-hate relationship. It's about 99% love with occasional tussles. Anyway, um, I do I do wrestle with migraine headaches, and so if you would indulge me for a little neck, back, and shoulder work, it helps me, and I know it'll help you. So extend your left leg out, put your right ankle over, and then sit like this. If you can't sit like this, just a regular cross-legged position is fine, okay? For me, this creates a stable base and makes me feel like life's not going to be pulled out from underneath me. I don't know if you ever have that feeling of like life's going to like fall out from underneath you, but that's maybe that's a little PTSD or trauma that we have. And if you don't have that, good for you. Arms out, big hugs. Good. Now take your right arm under, and just grabbing your shoulders is fine, but if you can fold your arms up like a person folding their arms up like this, and then I take my elbows up and down and I take them around in a circle, and I get out the pain and the fear and the anxiety, the dread, the worry, and the crap that builds up. And it doesn't all go away overnight, but it does go away over many nights. Hi, guy. What's up? I love you. He goes, I'm feeling better now. Good. Now take your face and your chest and your elbows over to the right, really far. Turn your face all the way to the left now. Tilt your head to the left to stretch your right side neck muscles. Drop your chin to relax your neck, back, and shoulder muscles. And let's put ourselves in a position to be healed, to be relieved, to be soothed, to be illumined, to be loved. Oftentimes we're the kind of people that extend a lot of love, but maybe we don't receive it, and that kind of clogs up the circuit. So make sure that if you're a loving, kind, compassionate, helpful person, that you also receive it. You can't transmit what you don't have. Good, and that's kind of all we really needed to do, except for grabbing our elbows and bringing them up here like this. And then here's one of the best teaching methods I've ever learned. Go like this. Good, then bring the arms down with your right arm on top. Relax your paws like this. Blah, 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 blah. Now chant a long, beautiful, mystical, magical Om with me. Inhale. We are calm, peaceful souls. Everything is always working for good for those who love good or God. Okay, just one more side and I'll put you into timeout for 5 juicy Shavasana minutes. Right ankle out, left knee over, right shin under. If this position doesn't work for you, just sit cross-legged. It's totes okay. I'm gonna pull back on my booty buns a little bit, get the flesh out from underneath my IT bones. Hug me, would ya? 15 hugs a day. That's the rule. You gotta have 15 hugs a day. Ooh, who's gonna hug me? Arms out, left arm under. Now make out with yourself. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. Oh yeah. Fold your arms up if they does. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Ups and downs, circles, lefts and rights. Grind one out. Move it around a little. Oh, the tension. We're not going to be under tension and stress forever, you guys. We shall be free. Now, elbows, chest faced all the way to the left. Now, turn your nose all the way to the right. Turn the other cheek, in other words, in spiritual language. Tilt your head to the right, drop your chin. Hold your inner child up away from the alligators. What the hell is he talking about? Hold your inner child up away from the alligators. Oh, okay, I get it. We are calm, peaceful souls, grateful, appreciative souls, abundant, prosperous souls, wise and intelligent souls, mirthful, fun-loving peeps. All righty, now brings it back to the center, slide hands to elbows, brings them up, and put a new frame on that painting, would you? Oh, the corset I'm wearing is just a little tight sometimes. Good, then brings them down, left arm on top. Ugh, soften these babies. Close your eyes, put the tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Why? Because I said so. And we'll chant one more Om today, super extra mystical, magical, miraculous. Inhale. No. Prayer hands, drop chin, love, peace, bliss, and joy to all beings everywhere, always. Loka, samasta, sukhino, bhavantu. I extend love to everyone everywhere, especially the people that I can't stand. It's easy to love the people you love. It's challenging to love the people that you can't stand, and yet it's absolutely essential. Otherwise, we're not going to be here very much longer. Okay, and now Greg's going to hold time and space while we do the best Shavasana ever, TM, trademark, something for my head, something for my knees, something for my ankles. I have my iPhone here in case I need to check my email while we're in Shavasana. And by all means, cover yourself with bankies. Maybe soak a washcloth in chloroform and put it over your nose. Unless you're in recovery, don't do that. We say. And I will join you for 5 minutes of cosmic intergalactic unicorn rainbow bliss. It's raining, it's beautiful, it's peaceful. Good. Now stay in the pose and relax even more. Let go, lift up the oars, float downstream. Let go, surrender. Okay, then now it's the Church of Greg, if you will, and this is the point of class where, if you want, only through choice, you could invite God, love, source, infinite, higher, organizing, wisdom, whatever you call it, you can call upon it and ask a power greater than yourself to come into you, to align yourself with it. Good. Now, if you prayed that little prayer with me, you might wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate a fresh, brand new batch of love, bliss, joy, truth, beauty, well being, and health in and through yourself. Guidance, inspiration, all the things that come with being aligned with Source. Good. Nice deep breath back in your earth suit. Cute little vehicle that it is for a few years. And when you're ready, please to curl onto your right side. Take your time. Kitty cats. When you're curled on your right side, you're in good old-fashioned fetal position. It was our original yoga pose. We did it for 9 months. I did it for 7 months. I had to get out and get on with it. Plus, my mom was drinking like a fiend, so I had to get out and start drinking on my own. Okay, kids, with your eyes closed, we'll sit up together, cultivating that creamy, delicious, unified, connected, merged, blended feeling on the inside. And I like wherever I sit, it's the center of the universe. It goes right up my, let me rephrase that. It goes right down my head and right down into the earth. We'll bring our hands into our heart and we're feeling holy, sacred, and reverent, but also mirthful, joyful, and humorous. We don't need to take things too seriously. Everything is always working out for us. And the main thing is we're connected and unified in universal, eternal, inexhaustible love. How do you like those apples? And altogether, the mighty yogis on Zoom and billions of people around the world, altogether we say, Namaste. Now, if you're watching this for the first time and you say that was like one of the weirdest experiences of my life, I would say, heck yeah. But if you're watching on Zoom, or I'm sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, and why not share it with a friend? What's the best that could happen? So